Business leaders, ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure to address you today as we mark 20 years of the UN Global Compact, uniting business for a better world. It is my honor to be stepping in as the Executive Director of the UN Global Compact, and I look forward to working with you all to build on the many successes of the initiative as we look out to the future. Over the past decade, I have been proud to work closely with the UN Global Compact towards the vision of mobilizing a global movement of sustainable companies and stakeholders to create the world that we want. I did this first in my home country through Global Compact Network Kenya, and later through increasing engagement with the UN Global Compact headquarters in New York. Today, we're at a very defining moment for business. By leveraging the private sector's market-driven solutions and resources, companies participating in the UN Global Compact have continued to provide innovation, technology, scale, and impact that are accelerating progress towards the 2030 Agenda and its 17 Sustainable Development Goals. And while the COVID-19 pandemic has created an unprecedented global crisis, let us not forget that climate change and growing inequalities continue to shake the very foundations of business and humanity as a whole. And this is where the 10 principles of the UN Global Compact continue to provide a strong pathway forward for business. Now, more than ever, business can and should play a central role in societal transformation. The business of business can no longer be business. There are significant challenges that define our worlds today, from declining trust and growing inequalities, to fragile trade networks and broken supply chains, to weakening international cooperation and weakened social cohesion. Each of these challenges presents an immense opportunity for business to reinvent. Therein also lies the opportunity for stronger partnerships, more and less or, UN and business, government and business, principles and profit. As the UN Global Compact enters its next phase, it will be essential to continue strengthening the Global Compact network, local networks as key pillars of the initiative, and continuing to build mutually reinforcing partnerships with government, the UN, and other key stakeholders. Local networks are an integral building block and cornerstone of our work. You help companies understand what responsible business means within different national, cultural, and language contexts by facilitating outreach, learning, policy dialogue, collective action, and partnerships. Local networks bring all of the unique aspects of the global initiative to the regional and national context. Your networks are multi-stakeholder, inclusive, action-oriented, and strong platforms for networking with sustainability leaders and influencers. The newly launched global impact initiatives, including SDG Ambition, Target Gender Equality, Ambition 1.5 degrees centigrade, and the Young SDG Innovators Program are all strong examples of how local networks are increasingly working with companies on the ground to drive scale and impact. So as we embark on the decade of action to deliver on the SDGs, working together at the country level will be critical to demonstrate meaningful results and impact. To ensure that we recover better from COVID-19, local networks will undoubtedly play a key role in shaping relevant and aligned messages and actions to help businesses reset for a better future. From its inception, the UN Global Compact has advanced the vision that when businesses unite, they can be a powerful force for good. And in this unprecedented time of global uncertainty and crisis, that vision has never been more important. I look forward to working with you all to maintain the vision that Secretary General Kofi Annan set out for business 20 years ago, and to drive forward very concerted actions to achieve the vision of Secretary General Guterres in this decade of action. Let us remember that at the end of the day, we are all united in the business of a better world. Thank you.